When we're working with business owners and they're starting to think about transitioning the actual asset, the equity, to a successor or to somebody that will be taking over for them, we start considering the idea of ownership versus leadership. And ownership doesn't mean that the person has the qualities to be a great leader. And leadership, can be taught. There are certain things that I think you have to have as a foundation, and leadership actually grows over time. If you think back and consider where you started when you first came into this business, and if you were the one that created this business, where was your leadership when you first started, and what does it look like today? How much have you learned? So giving equity or selling equity to a successor, it doesn't automatically develop their decision-making and their confidence and their people skills and their ability to handle conflict and all of the things that go around leadership. It just doesn't happen overnight. Founders tend to delay the handoff, and I think that's because they sense that something might be missing in their successor. So they are thinking, well, gosh, I'm really unsure if this person is going to be able to do it. And so I'm just not going to transition any equity right now. Typically, what we've found is that the ownership transaction, even if it's a small amount, it can be as small as just a few shares or just a few percentage points of the ownership. It makes a huge difference in the person's attitude. So when you're doing a transition strategy, you want to think about, one, how to develop leadership, right? But knowing that you're not going to get all the way through it, and that it doesn't have to be perfect before you're going to transition that equity. It isn't all about perfection. It's about starting the right conversations, building the trust, and creating the room for your successors to grow. So we see this all the time. Business owners, people who are nearing transition, the transitioners, they say this all the time. They're not ready. And I would just flip that around and say, were you ready when you started? How much did you grow and how much did you figure out on your own? Successors are interesting, and they should be dynamic enough that they want to come in and they want to figure it out. And those are the people, the entrepreneurial people, that you're looking for as a successor. They need to have the ability to become ready, and you have the ability to help them to explore that and help them to find it. So it's kind of a loop where you give them some things to do, they learn, they figure it out, they become ready, and then they're ready for the next thing. And that's why we believe so strongly that a great business transition is a journey. It is not an event. It is something that takes time, and putting time on your side is one of the most valuable things you can do. So if you're not sure that your successor is ready, or you're waiting for this perfect moment, it might be time to maybe think about and start a different type of a conversation. And you can start that conversation inside your head first. That's where it starts. You look at this through a different lens. If you think that you're not sure if your successor is ready, and you have some concerns about that, or you're waiting for the perfect moment for the invitation to happen, or the perfect moment for you to make that transaction start, it might be time to just start a different conversation. And start a different conversation, maybe with the person that you're talking to right now as a successor, but maybe start a different conversation with yourself. Start a different conversation that will help open up some new pathways and some new lenses for you to see what's really happening. I'd like to invite you to book a discovery call with our company, and we can help you figure out your next steps together. So talking about that talking with somebody who knows some of these things and has experience could be highly valuable for you in seeing a new perspective. And it's easy to book a call with us. All you have to do is go to transitionstrategist.com/discovery, and you can book that call so simply. So my wish for you, my invitation to you is explore, be brave, come and learn some new things, and book that call.